everyone, this is Pooja, and today we are congratulating and celebrating Shilpa. And Shilpa, so
Thank you.
congratulations, you're a resident PT now.
Thank you so much.
So Shilpa is someone you would have seen on our Instagram channel, and if you have been to Cambridge or Guelph or Kitchener, you would have definitely seen how good physiotherapist Shilpa is. Shilpa was working as a physiotherapy assistant, but ever since yesterday, she got her license exam cleared, so she's a resident. So Shilpa, introduce yourself, please.
So now I can say that my name is Silpa. I'm a resident physiotherapist in Canada. So it was a long journey. It's been 2.5 years now. I would say it's a hard work, struggles, and little bit of happy moments in life, that for sure. So all came to its a happy end now.
Yes.
So I gave my exam almost 3 weeks back. Yesterday I got my result. Fortunately, I could clear it with a good result.
Yeah. So Shilpa, she has phenomenal score. Tell us your score, please.
It's 679 out of 800.
So that's a really good score. And so we have seen you develop and sort of grow phenomenally well. So what was your background in India? What were you doing in India?
So I did my bachelor's in 2014, it's like 2014 actually. Then I went for work for almost 7 to 8 months. Then I couldn't continue because I got pregnant with my son. He's 10-year old now. So yeah, so I couldn't continue that. Then it was my maternity leave and everything. Then almost 1 year later, I worked as a consultant physiotherapist. It's in a place called Calicut in a mid place of Kerala. So I worked there for almost 1.5 years. Then I worked there in a neurology department. So handling the patient, dealing with them gave me a spark like I can do something more in neurology. So that gave me a thought to go for a master's in neurophysiotherapy. Then I took admission in between working. Fortunately, I got admission. Then I resigned from there. In 2017, I joined for my master's in neurophysiotherapy. So I cleared that in 2019. Then again, I rejoined for my work as a consultant physiotherapist. After 1.5 years, I got promoted as a senior physiotherapist. Then finally, before I come to Canada, I was handling a whole department, working as a head of the department. So then I thought to come to Canada. There is some story behind that. So that was the journey.
Okay, so that's quite. So you did your bachelor's, you worked, you did your master's, and then you, after working, even as after completing your master's, then you decided to come to Canada.
Yes.
Why Canada?
Why Canada? Good question. Thank you. So Canada wasn't in my list before. We actually I had a hard interest to go to Dubai. So something didn't work well. One of my distant relatives he told us that time is Canada is a good place. So we didn't know what is Canada, how the life gonna be. But as everyone hears something Canada is good, so we also got that kind of feeling. Okay, then we'll try in Canada.
Okay.
We approached a agency, and fortunately, but again, I would say it's not fortunately, we got rejected in the first time because we applied it at a family, not family visa. Like I applied my family along with me, so I got rejected in the initial time. Then we applied again. Then yeah, in the second time it got approved. So we packed our whole house, like would say home, like three people, the whole box into three trolley bag, and somehow we fly to Canada. So
And when was that? When did you land in Canada?
yeah, so it was on 2023 April 22. I still remember, and we had a distant relative. They came to that Toronto Pearson Airport to pick up. Then we spent that day with them. So it was a good transition from India to Canada because I didn't feel that I was living somewhere else other than India. So that was a good thing for me that day. Then gradually we shifted the apartment. We rented it out. That's where we started our life in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is a challenging thing once you have a kid with you to move countries. Like, I cannot imagine how much work that would include.
Yeah.
How was your family's response?
For my family means Anup or my
Yeah.
back home family.
Everyone, like, what was your husband's ideas or what was Adi's ideas about
Okay.
moving?
So for my parents and my in-laws, it's a mixed emotion because I'm the single child. For my husband's family, they have only two child. He's
Kids,
the elder, two kids. He's the elder one. So moving from our home to another country. For them and for us, it's some emotionally challenging too. But I know many of them already know that the financial situation in India, how we got paid in our job back home, that's something made us to think to move some other country. So that's the same thing happened with us also. That's why we moved to Canada, and they were very supportive. All the process throughout each and every stages, they were there for us. They were praying for us. So for sure, their prayer helped me a lot throughout the process. So
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah, they really support. They were really supportive. Yeah,
That's yeah.
yeah,
If your family is supportive, then you have
of course.
the
That
fire to
yeah,
at least do something, or else
something.
it
Yeah,
becomes a lot.
of course.
So that's
Yeah.
there. And so once in Canada, what were you doing? Were you studying, or what was your experience
I
once you started?
came here as an international student. I took healthcare administration program. It's a 2 year program. So of course you'll get 3 years work permit to work after the program. I did that again with the family, doing the assignments, studying for exam. It was a lot for I within 2 months I joined MM Physio.
Yes.
So in single day I was covering Kitchener, Waterloo, and Cambridge in a stretch. So I started around 7:15 at home. Then I
Hmm.
come here around 12:30, 1 o'clock. I have to go to college back.
Mhm.
Then it will be like 2 sessions in a day. So it will be done around 8:30, 9:30 in the night.
Hmm.
After that I finish, then go back to home. I do the laundry, cooking, preparation
Preparing.
for next day, and the routine was same.
And oh, yeah, I remember. And you did it really well without, like I never saw you exhausted or
Yeah.
tired, or you never complained,
Yeah.
which is a big thing. But you did it. You handled it really well.
Yeah, somehow.
And let's talk about your journey at M Physio.
Mhm.
You joined us as a physiotherapy assistant.
Yeah.
How was that?
So I didn't really know about I'm going to join MM Physio at that time. Before we come to Canada, we were searching in the YouTube, and me and my husband were used to watch MM Physio video. But as a normal people, I didn't expect. I don't know. I have that kind of luck or fate to get joined in physio that day. That's why I didn't think about it at all. That I gonna work. So or else I want to work at physio, because for me it's something I cannot reach
Hmm.
in that level. So I didn't think that I can work there. So I didn't expect to work in physio.
Hmm.
But fortunately, the God will be there. I believe always. I believe in God, so He's there for me. So after the interview,
Hmm.
I saw Pooja's face, and that sparked me. So I saw this face somewhere else. I go out and I checked the YouTube again. So that was a huge surprise for me.
Oh,
I
no.
was like, oh my God, somehow I want to work here. Then, yeah, I was even ready for doing volunteering at that time. Fortunately, I was able to do 1 month volunteer. Within 1 month, I got promoted as physiotherapy assistant to
Mhm.
work.
Yeah, and so it's not just Shilpa who was lucky. So the scene was Nick was hiring physiotherapy assistants. I think he had done 43 or 53 interviews. I think it's 43. 43 interviews so far. And he's like, I don't think we are going to find anyone. He was frustrated. He's like all done. And then he interviewed Shilpa and he's like, I think I found someone. And he's like, I think she knows you, but she's not very sure if she and I was like, yeah, she said hi. She's like, no, I think she's seen your videos, but she's not 100% sure.
Percent, yeah. That was happening, yeah.
Yeah, and then we were very lucky that you joined us. You were the first few people who joined us, and since then our lives have changed. Shilpa was on a break for like a month and a half
Yeah.
to prepare. Month or
Almost 40 days.
yeah, for almost 40 days. We missed her every single day. We're very happy she is back. So it was luck for both of us.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, so you joined as a PTA. Now you're a resident PT.
Yeah.
How did you make this work? How was the exam? Like, how was first of all, how was the credentialing, and then how were you preparing for the exams?
Um, I wasn't started any process back in home. Once I came here, then only I started my credentialing. For that also, I went through many process. Like initially, the paper they sent to the CAPR wasn't accepted. Then I had to ask them to send it again. So it was a lengthy process for me. It took almost 1 year, I would say.
Hmm.
Then finally, somehow it got approved from the CAPR. All they got all my documents from back home. We have to send the documents from college, as everyone know,
Hmm.
from the college and from the university. Fortunately, everything got done, and They asked me to take the date. Initially, I took October,
Hmm.
but by the time in between, I got my invitation for PR.
Hmm.
So I thought that time I couldn't give that exam on October because I had to struggle a lot for all the paperwork. I have
Yeah.
to give all that preparation. So I took a break from because I have started studying since 2 years when I came
Hmm.
here. So I was reading a little by little, but again, I won't say it's a continuous reading. Whenever I have time, I
Yeah.
feel that I can read something, then I read that time. And yeah, during that time for the PR processing time, I stopped reading
Hmm.
completely. I was completely into PR only, that paperwork only. So
And then I think you had also had to give IELTS.
yeah, I have to give IELTS 2 3 times because my score wasn't good that time. So me and Anu was trying for that as well. Finally, everything got
Settled.
settled now, and then I extended my exam from October to November.
Hmm.
Yeah, I went for a break on October 10th, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was almost like
Yeah,
40 days
40
of
days.
break.
Yeah.
And so, what is your advice for someone who's starting to think about the exams
Hmm.
in terms of credentialing, and how do you prepare for the exams? Like, what would you, how did you prepare?
Okay.
Uh, is the
For
question.
yeah, as you said, everyone is different, so everyone has their own interest and the planning how to study. For me, I would say I was reading a little bit, little by little, whenever I have time. The actual preparation was started this 40 like
Hmm.
40 days before. So I would say I made a schedule, but not for the entire 40 days. It was like October 10 to October end. So I
Hmm.
prepared a timetable for that time. So in that time, I can finish all the topics because I have chosen the course from PTDA
Hmm.
that's done by Cash maybe. So according to him, I made a good schedule to finish all the topics. So the initial 1 month, I am preparing all the topics only for the exam.
Hmm.
Then next 20 days, initial 10 days, I spent for revising.
Hmm.
But I also did in between every 2 days or 3 days, I try to do the MCQs at
Yeah.
least 50 to 100
Mhm.
on alternative days. So that also helped me a lot. And towards the last 10 days, I didn't done much, like I was just revising everything. I was reading mostly the ethical part
Hmm.
and whatever they're gonna ask you. And I just want to mention I have to thank you many people in this time, starting from my family, my husband,
Your
my
mom.
son, my mom. They all helped me, all support. My mom came all the way from India to support me. She did as a mom who did whatever they did. You can imagine that
Yeah.
she did
She did
everything
everything.
for me. So that was a huge help. And
And she
Emma,
stayed here even when it was cold.
she stayed that yeah that climate also yeah
It was hard for her, but
yeah
she's the sweetest person, and yeah, she supported. Yeah, I know your family is very supportive,
yeah
so that's yeah, that
yeah
I'm pretty sure that
sure
played a huge role.
yeah. So again, I used this word before. I was little luckier than somebody else out there. I don't know. I would say that
No,
because
it's I think it's more of your hard work, and then
okay,
when you work that hard,
but
God does
yeah,
support you.
sure. But how to work some good places?
Yeah,
I would say you need a little bit of luck for that.
yeah.
So
We were also a little lucky. We got Silpa, so yeah, we are lucky
oh
in
yeah,
that
we
sense.
both are.
We are lucky. We'll agree to that.
Yeah,
So that's
sure.
good.
Yeah.
And
So
yeah,
considering MM Physio, Pooja and Nick were there for throughout the process, and since I came to Canada, they were for me to even not from the what I do for work. Apart from that, for the personal thing also, they were there in a call up apart for me. So they helped me for they have actually they guided me to all the process, how to do that, how to prepare, how to do tension. She called me in between and she gave me the advice for how to do some yoga, meditation to stress free. We all know that it's a little bit crucial stage.
yeah.
Lots of stress will going on. So that helped me a lot for sure.
Because we
So
were very confident you have all the
mm,
skills. We just wanted to make sure you're
yeah,
relaxed.
but the stress for sure there.
It is a very stressful
Yeah.
scenario, and
Mm,
it's also I believe like preparing for the exams is like a marathon, because if you try and like do a little bit, it's slowly every single day you have to keep going, and the duration of the exam itself, you have to be able to sit for that long,
yeah.
right? So that is a challenge. How long was the exam for
It
you?
was 4 hour exam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so 4 hours is, and I usually tell people like also do a little bit of preparation to sit for 4 hours
Yes.
and not lose your mind,
Yeah.
because some questions you'll be confused. You don't let that questions affect
Yeah.
you, and you still keep going.
Yeah.
And Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And so now that you've cleared the exams, what are your plans?
Plans, of course, I have to get the date for my practical exam, and hopefully I'll get the supervisor from there for sure.
And
And
then
so,
you have to get all the things that Adi wants.
oh yeah,
So
most yeah, I have a huge list from my son. So whatever I postponed during that time, I have to do it right now.
so
Yeah.
yeah,
So
this summer Shilpa
yeah.
is gonna be
Yeah.
busy. So
And I just want to say thank you to all our new resident and registered PT
yes,
in
I
MM
am pretty
Physio.
sure Khushi and
Yeah, Kushi
Natasha.
and Natasha, they helped me a lot. They were there in a corner apart, because whatever doubt I have, I just call them right there, because they just recently cleared the exam, so they all have the good idea about that. So
Yeah,
they helped me a lot. Coach also helped me to giving some mentorship during the how to
yeah.
manage stress, how to read, how to how to get like focus for reading.
Hmm.
They also helped me a lot. To
Yeah.
he's the one helped me to choose the correct course for
Yes.
doing this exam.
Yeah.
So
Jay
mm,
does have a lot of experience with
yes,
that.
so
So yeah, it was a.
it was a
I'm glad that they were
yeah,
there for you.
yeah,
So yeah, no, all the best. So
yeah.
now as a resident PT, what would you like to do more of?
Um, Physiotherapy. When I chose this course, like Bachelor of Physiotherapy, I didn't have much idea what's going on. But once I started to treating patients, so it's more like paying you. It's the some profession. It's give you satisfaction. So whenever you treat the patient, there is minimal change. They will be so happy that we can something see from their face. So that satisfaction or happiness can't replace anything. So I just want to help patients a lot.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've ever seen Shilpa treat a patient or if you have been a patient of Shilpa's. She genuinely cares, and there are very few people that I can say that for. And Shilpa is one of those people, she'll genuinely care. And if you're not feeling well, she's also genuinely concerned. She's like, why is this not working? What else can I do? And she'll move, like, she'll do everything in her capacity to make sure you're treated well. So, no, I'm pretty sure as a physio, I'm more than confident in your
Thank
skills.
you.
So thank you so much
Sure.
for sitting down.
Sure.
And yes, you will be seeing a lot more of fun stuff that Shilpa does. She is a phenomenal. Like her reels are like really, really famous on Instagram. My reels don't get that many reviews, but Shilpa, she'll do it. So now she's back. She was on break, but you'll have more good reels. And stay tuned with us. We are going to be sort of giving you follow-ups on Shilpa's life, but also all of us as a physio are really glad that we have people who are sort of interested in knowing more about us. We like talking, and we are lucky people. In case you didn't know that. So yeah, if you guys are in Cambridge or Kitchener or Guelph, do come visit us. Shilpa should be there, and she's usually in Cambridge and Kitchener. So say hi to us and stay tuned. We'll be sharing more videos. Bye bye.
Thank
Namaste.